Hi, welcome to yet another informative video. You might be asking, do designers make money in the fashion industry? In today's video I will be teaching you lots of things you need to know. So, stay tuned and watch video till end. This is how you make a lot of money working in fashion. Yes, you can make it in fashion, is a new HuffPost style series that profiles men and women across every area of the fashion industry and explores how they rose to the top, how they thrive and practical advice they have for young people trying to break into their world. There are few things that Kelly Cutrone hasn't done as the star of a reality television series, a New York Times best-selling author, a talk show host and the owner and founder of the uber-successful PR firm, People's Revolution. And it turns out that diversifying her professional ventures has been the key to her success. Cutrone became known in the fashion industry for her no-bullsh*t approach, fondness for donning head-to-toe black and lack of enthusiasm for wearing makeup. As a self-proclaimed advocate for helping young people with few connections secure fashion jobs, she has gone around the country offering teens and 20-somethings advice on how to launch publicity careers and make it in an industry known for its elitism. Some fortunate persons have been privileged enough to sit down with Cutrone in her New York office to find out how she became a full-fledged PR maven and how she manages to make big bucks in an industry that notoriously underpays. Publicists like to talk a lot. They are flighty. They are not very smart. They are gossipy. It is a really easy and glamorous job and you don't really have to do much. Those, I think, are the biggest ones. On the best experience to get if you want to go into PR. It's hard to tell because I don't really think there is one right way to do it. I meet kids who have a communications degree and they don't know how to take a phone message. I think that it's not something that you can learn, and most of the people that are teaching it at most of the colleges have never done it. I mean, I wouldn't want to learn how to do surgery from a textbook. I think that internships are a really great way to figure out if you like something or not. It's a really easy, non-committal way to figure out if you vibe with an industry. On whether people who are new to the fashion industry should expect work-life balance. I don't really know, because you have to understand what work-life balance depends on the industry. When I look back on my life, I'm sorry that I didn't train myself earlier to take better care of myself. Vicky the soul, Vicky the person. I think I spent way too many nights on the floor doing seating charts when I could have been meditating or at a soup kitchen or something. If you're looking for a 9-to-5 job, fashion is not the industry to be in. It just isn't. And even if you do get a 9-to-5 job, you're probably not going to have a great career. Anybody who is really, really successful in their career has not followed a normal work schedule. On the qualities she looks for in a potential employee. I think balance, so that they are not too formal, they aren't coming in a Scientology suit type of look. In my office, it's a very bohemian work environment, but at the same time, they can't be too familiar. They aren't like, Miss Thing, I knew you were going to be cool, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not Miss Thing, and I'm not cool and we are not friends. I like to give opportunities too. A lot of times the kid who went to boarding school and graduated from Yale doesn't really have a kick in their step like someone who went to SUNY and wants to get their groove on. On the hardest lesson she has had to learn while running her own business. Nothing is forever and everyone is just passing through. That is the hardest thing. I think at the beginning I wanted to recreate a family, kind of have this tribal family thing, and it was very idealistic. But your employees don't want to be business owners, or else they would own their own businesses. That was the hardest thing at the beginning, losing employees. On how to have longevity in the fashion industry. First of all, there are no old people in fashion. Let's just talk about ageism. We have Grace Coddington and Bill Cunningham. Who else is there? I've had a great level of success, more than most people in my industry, and I still have to work every day. On why it's important to diversify. Having a multi-million-dollar company, between $300,000 to $400,000. Then you have agents and managers and business managers that take 5%. In this world people want you to be one thing. So when I started people said, oh, you can't do that, you can't be a designer and do business. It's like, fuck you, why not? I don't care that everyone else bought into these systems. I'm just going to stay in my place? I guarantee you, 10 to 15 years from now, what I am doing is going to become absolutely normal for other PR people. If they can produce a fashion show and order 800 of the most difficult people into a place and get them a seat within 15 minutes, why shouldn't they be producing television? On the difficulties facing fashion editors. My friends who are editors and directors. You think those girls are going anywhere? No, they are not going anywhere. So forget about breaking through the ceiling. There is no ceiling, it's like a coffin. You know, my friends who are editors are the most famous fashion people in the world. They are making lots of money a year. When you are spending $1,500 on shoes because you need a pair of Azzadine shoes for the front row of a fashion show, and you don't want to take the editor bag because you don't want to have to write about it, it adds up. Then you will know that fashion designers make money. On what she would tell her daughter if she wanted to get into fashion PR. Great, where are you going to work? Laughs. Make your decision now. See you in my next video. Cheers.